Alright, so I'll show you what I done here. I did a lot of grinding while I was off, and I mean a lot. But I got stuff pretty well situated around here, so. Alright, this is that room upstairs. I'm upstairs, by the way. And here's what I done. And I think I went a little overboard with the solar panels, but I'm telling you, it takes a lot of juice here, so I just want to make sure I had enough. But once I get going and setting them, I don't even count them or nothing. I just keep going, and I think I went a little overboard, but that's all right. Like I said, better have too many than not enough. So I just built all these, and then I got 9 of them over here, and got them for just that building over there. They're not even hooked up for these. All these are for just downstairs, for just running the things. Are going right here. You can see right here, and then going up. And going through the wall and downstairs like it was before. And then downstairs I got then downstairs I got these. I set up all these batteries for just here. So this is going to run this, all these here. And then downstairs, when I took you down there before, I showed you that there are pumps and all that, and it's going to run all that as well. So, but when you have 3 pumps running, and then I'm going to have 3 purifiers running, and then more than likely 3 of these. So it takes quite a bit of juice, especially since how I only done solar panels. That's why I put so many uh, um, batteries down here. Because once it gets dark, there is no juice coming in, so I'm running strictly off the batteries just in case I run all night long or something. I want to have enough. So then I just came straight down here all the way up to the top, which made it fairly easy. It was actually way easier because last time, like I said, I went down all them stairs and that was a lot. It looked cool at nighttime, but and then I did unlock the large storages, so I put some of them up over here as well. And I haven't even worked on my boat or anything like that. But now that I have all these up, but you see this right here, I got the all the solar panels. They're coming into the first battery in this row, and then they're just coming around, going all the way down, going across down there. You can see it, and then coming into these ones, and it ends up right here. So this right here is sucking out of all those batteries. And this is what I do with it. I take it and I run it this way, and put one of those cable extenders here, but I just ran it over to them 2 machines so I could use them. But it is also staying there. I do this all the way around this whole thing, all the way back right over to there again. I just don't hook it back into the batteries. I just run it all the way around and end it right over there. So that way there's juice all the way around this, no matter what I want to do. Say, I want to come over to this one here. Wow, this is really laggy for some reason. And I want to run through that wall and put electric over there for some reason. I can't. Or if I want to do that one and put electric through the wall, I can't. So no matter what I want to do, I have electric all the way around here that I can do that with. So, and that's my objective. That's why I do it. And it's way easier. Say I put one at that corner there, a cable extender, cable extender right here. cable extender right here, it gives me more options to go up to these in the better spots, you know. Oh, like over here would, you know, I could either take this one or I could take this one, you know, or I could take that one on the end there, whatever one I wanted to, and I could run it to that. So it just gives you more things you can run off from to run electric wherever you need it. You know, even if I come here and put a cable extender here, I could run through here if I needed to for some reason or another. So it just makes it a lot easier rather than running to each individual one, and then you don't have any extra ports for anything. So, and I'm a stickler on how my stuff looks. You know, like you see here, you can tell. I don't like, because I could have just came, you know, right off from here and just ran right over there. But I didn't like how it looked. I did that, and I didn't like how it looked, so I did this instead. It just looked way better. And then the same thing here. You know, I had this cable here. It was running right from that one, right there, right over to this one right here. And I didn't like how it looked because it was up in the air and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't like how it looked, so I changed it and did this right here. And this also gives me extra ports to where I can go up here right here and plug into it real quick and then plug it into myself and get myself electric. Or I have electric here that I can go off from here anywhere I want to. So same thing here. I can run off in any of these and put electric wherever I want to. In the case of like the food processor I was telling you about earlier, if I put that right here, I can just run off in one of these. Run right here, run right over to it. So gives me more options of doing stuff, and I don't ever have to tear stuff apart and put something in because I didn't put it in there, you know. So, well, I say that a lot, don't I? You know, I gotta quit saying that. So what I'm gonna see if I have the materials to do anything here. Okay, I have materials to do a little bit, so I'll just show you what I don't have any cables though. So let me see if I have any here. Yeah, I got a few here. All right, I'll just give you an example real quick before I hop back off here of what I do. I just hook onto here and I'll run right along here. Then I'll set up a cable extender and just angle it like I think. Alright, I believe I'm healed back up now. Double check, make sure. Oh. Took quite a bit of my vitality too. So that was a long fall. I think what I'm going to do until it gets daylight, I'm going to run downstairs real quick and start doing a few things down there until it gets daylight here. A little bit of stuff, I guess. I went some of the way around with this already. I started it and then I had to stop because I got to all this. Because I haven't been all the way around here even to clean up any of this stuff yet, so. Trying to get all this electric ran all the way around here so I can start getting my pumps online here. it's all clear all the way around now. Okay, it is. So I'm gonna go over here real quick and make me some cable here. Oh well. Don't have much plastic here. Guess I ain't making very much cable. Try to get away from that a little bit here. A little loud. But I would like to get all this ran all the way around. And then I was going to start doing electric down to the downstairs. And let me see if I can remember where exactly that is. I believe it's right over here. So this is the ladder I went down last time, I think. If you go right down this, it'll bring you right down to where the pumps already are. So you can just bring your electric right down this. But see, right, if you look right here's the water purifier, and then here's all your pumps. So it's not really all that far from how I have it set up. So oh, we got a little bit of stuff here I can get some plastic out of, so might as well take it. I'm gonna need all I can get, so kind of wish they would have put a light down here, though. It's a little dark in this area down here. All right, there we go. Now I believe I'll be about the last thing I'll be able to do, so I'm gonna head back up and make a bunch of hose. Oh, and get some electric. For myself, I mean. Just kind of looking around just to see what I'm going to do here. So, trying to figure out what I want to set up where and all that kind of stuff. See if anything's going to be any better than another spot, you know. So. Come over here and do this while that's doing that thing. Get away from it a little bit. Wow. I must have gathered a lot more than I thought I did. This is taking a while. There we go. Alright, now I can make some hose. It's going to take quite a bit. Time I go all the way around this, down there to all my pumps, all that kind of stuff like that. So I should have checked my pumps while I was down there. I might have been able to fix one or two of them with the stuff I have on me. Yeah, I probably could have. Oh, and these here. A little bit later in the video here, I'm hoping to be able to make a thing. It's new for the update that you can make these into like they're cubes, they're square cubes, and you put them over here by when you put the food processor. You put them by it, and that's how you make your food is out of those. So just in case you did, I'll go show you right here. Just in case you did this right here, this diesel generator comes out of organic materials, which you'd put them bug parts, which, and that would just showed you, in this to make diesel, like on your boat or whatever. Just in case you've done that, don't use all of them just to put diesel in your boat, because you will need them up here for the food processor. So I just figured I better mention that, because a lot of people will do that. They'll use it all for diesel fuel, and then they get up here to make some food for when they get their, you know, human seeds and stuff, and they can't because they used all of it. So just trying to give as many tips as I can think of here to help you guys out, and hopefully it is. I don't believe I have anything to build any of that, so I must not have plastic or something here. I only got a little bit of iron. It's iron and plastic, by the way, to build them. So I think I just used all my plastic to build hoses. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did. I did. That was clever. I'm just going to unload this in this one because it was empty. Then I can grab it again when I get ready to go up and fix the tower. Oh, I already have something for that. Put that in there. Alright. Can't believe I just done that. Now I gotta go and get more plastic, because I just used all the plastic there to make all hoses instead of waiting, you know, holding back on a few hoses there. I could have used it. I don't think there's much left up here in this room, so oh, there's a pallet though. There's that. That's got it. And that one's got plastic in it. 1-in-1 on all the barrels. I don't think any of these have plastic in them. And that doesn't either. But if you're ever wondering too where you get stuff from, that's also where this tool comes in handy. You know, say you're wondering where you get, you know, metal from, or aluminum or titanium or silicone, any of those. If you go up to this like this, it'll tell you it gets metal scraps, you know. But for aluminum, it'll tell you, but some of them it won't tell you. It'll just say like say probably titanium and all that kind of stuff like that. It doesn't say that's what you get from it. It'll say either high-tech scrap or ultra-tech scrap, stuff like that. And it's just kind of like a random thing. It will drop you one of those or all of those. So, just in case you were ever wondering where to get any of that kind of stuff from. And I think I got all the close stuff here too. That's not good. I did not want to have to bore you guys to get plastic. Crap. I'll kind of give you an idea of what it all looks like here. Anyways, well, I barely made that. That might be enough for right now anyhow, so I just wanted some so I could get going on that. Just got some electric grenades off of that. And I don't use grenades much, but they actually do work fairly decent if you want to use them, so. There we go. I'm getting some now. Okay. Go ahead back down, throw this through the grinder quick, and then get after it. Hopefully I got enough for a little bit at least. Guess I need my flashlight no more since I were right here. The other thing with running all your solar and everything right down like I did here, going down, it's not hard to figure out where all the machines are and stuff. All you have to do is look for that line going all the way up. You can figure it out. It's like, oh, there it is. Okay, it's over on that side. It's kind of like a big bright beacon shining up at you there. The way I find out all this stuff though is where everything is and all that kind of stuff is, I'll get off in here real quick. Say I'm standing here and I don't know where to go to do anything. Well, here you can either look for that, you know, or you can look for this right here because this goes all the way to the roof. It's the only one with a long elevator shaft like that. All the way around. You can look over there, don't have it, over there, don't have it, and neither does that. They all three have rooms. So that's how I find out where all the machines are, like if I wanted to recycle anything or anything like that. And if you want to figure out like where the elevator is that goes to the boat, yeah, it's straight through from where all your machines are over there. It's straight through the pods right through here. Right straight across and over here, but you got these two things. You got two waters level with each other here and two electrics level with each other, and that's right over there is the elevator going to your boat. Now they all have water and electric, but they're all like different. See, this one over here has them side by side and on the same side of the door. So that one's the other elevator that goes down. That will take you down to where your pumps and stuff are. You know, so that's how I figure it out. I just look at, you know, all your fittings for your water and electric, and then I figure it out from there. And this one you can obviously tell because it's got the stairs going up the side, and that's the only one that does that. So So they all have distinct things that you can just remember, and then you can figure out where you need to go from there. Alright. I just got some of that. Now, let's see if I can do something now. Or did it use all that too? Probably did. Probably only had one piece of plastic. No, I got 19. Okay. Come on, pick it up. Alright, now I can start doing some stuff here. Probably don't even need to do this, but I do it on each side of it just so I have more hookups and stuff. And you can, while that's still on there, because see, I still have it to where I can make one of those. But if you push E while you have this in your hand, it'll still hook to that like that. You don't have to put this away if you don't want to, and it'll do it over here as well. And then you can just keep it out if you want to. You know, that way when you're making your next one, it's always right there, and then you can just look at the right there and then push E again, and it'll make one. But if you see right there on the end, here, let me take that off. See right there on the end how that's lit up? The circle around the triangle is lit up blue. And you go away from it, it's not lit up blue no more. If it's lit up blue like that, that means you can hook a hose to it. But if it's not, and you're way back here, you can't hook no hose. If you push E, it won't do nothing. So that's how you can tell in case you have that out like this over here, like I'll have here. If you have this out like this, I'm going to put this at an angle here a little bit. But if you have it out, and then you build that, and you have that still out, but you can still see that circle, see? So you know it's going to hook up. Same thing over here. If you see that circle, which I can see it, so I know it's going to hook up. And I just keep going, go around. Like that. And then just push E. Wait till it's done. Then you can see the circle, you can hook it up. I know I'm doing a lot. I know I'm doing too many of these, but it's just, man, I like to have power a lot of places. So it's not necessary. It's just, that's how I am. So it's not something you'd have to do if you ever was here. Whenever it is you get here, there's just so much to do, though, you're probably all just think, yeah, I'm not doing what he did, because that's just too much. There's already enough to do. But, and that's fine. This is just how I do it. Now, see, I'm all the way back around to where my batteries are. So right here is where I'm going to quit. I'm not hooking back into my batteries, because if I hook my batteries here, then that means it's going to draw from just these batteries. It won't go through the whole bank of them. So I'm going to leave it like it is, and this way, this will right here is what we just added onto, all the way around, clear over to here even. It's going to draw through every single one of those batteries. So it's going to run my batteries down slower, is what it'll do. Versus, you know, if I did it right here and I only ran off in just these ones, it would run them dead a lot quicker. So, and I don't want to do that, so. And now that I've done that, I can run and let me see. Where was it? Where's the ones with the stairs? Right here. See, now I can take this. Oh, the one I needed it on, I didn't put it on. Nope, this ain't the one anyways. Huh. Alright. Let me see if I can find the one with the ladder that I need. Okay, this one don't have it either. Well, it's gotta be this other one. It's the only one left. There it is. Okay. So now see, I can just hook into this right here. I can run right over here. put one of these down. Just because you don't have to. I'm just doing it because that's, like I said, that's how I roll. Gonna hook that up. Then I'm gonna run it right here. But I'm going to get it closest to the edge as I possibly can here. Like that. I'm gonna build it. I'm gonna hook this into it. I'm gonna get off on that so I can see better. And then I'm gonna go on the ladder and I'm going to hook a hose right there and I'm gonna go down. Now I'm running it down to, and I think if I'm not mistaken, you can go all the way to the bottom of this ladder. So, yep. And I'm going to set up another one right here. But I'm going to set this one a little bit further away from the wall because I want to be able to hook to the back of it. Like that. Now see, I just bring electric all the way down here, and this is where all your pumps are and stuff. So now I can start. I can hook right here. And do this right here. Set up one of these. Okay. Hook it in. And then just start running down through all the pumps. Well, let me get this out of the way first though. Because these will stop you. These will prevent you from, if you want to set up a cable extender there or something, that'll stop you from doing it. So I'm just going to do this. Set up a cable extender right here. And the only reason I'm setting up all these cable extenders is so I can run the power to this. So, and I'll hook this one up, run down, do the same thing in front of this one. And last time, I believe I only ran 3 pumps. So, I don't even think I even fixed the 4th one. So, there. See, now I have, no matter what, I'll have power to all these. I can just run a cable. Well, in fact, I will. And there you go. And I will come back because I don't like how that looks right there. So I'll put a cable extender right here as well. So I was just doing this for quick demonstration purposes here. Yep, I can fix this one. Okay. And might be able to, nope, can't fix that one. Don't have enough plastic, of course. Can't fix that one either. So I can only fix the one for right now. That's alright, I don't have water lines ran or nothing like that anyways. But now at least I have all the electric down here that I need. So, and I'm going to do the same thing I think with this one. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to unhook this. Excuse me. And I'm going to put a cable extender right down here. And I don't have any plastic. Plastic, plastic, plastic. Man, that's the name of the game. Let me look around here, see if I can find some stuff. Because I would just like to at least get this set up a little bit so I can show you a little bit of it, how to do it and all that. Or how I do it, not how to do it, I guess. That's totally up to you how you do it. Because everybody plays the game different. So, you know, some people are just more of a, I'm just going to throw it down so it'll work sort of people, and that's fine. Have at it, you know. That's up to you. Either way, it works. So. And fabric, that was fabric. That was a sleeping bag. And a lot of times fabric will be your downfall too. So I try to grab that most of the time when I run across it as well. So now let me check around here because there might be more stuff than that around here. So because I never went upstairs last time, I don't think, or nothing. So just double checking. Two barrels here, I guess. Okay. Oh, there's a couple of these. Now this is just above where we were, is all this is. I just thought maybe there would be some plastic stuff here, and there is. I'm gonna jump down there because some of this is plastic, so. There's another sleeping bag, but that's not, for some reason it must be glitched or something because you're not able to grab it. So. And I always get these. See how it says, whoa, I'll stop. See how it just says tech scrap? That could be the, you know, like your carbon fiber and all that kind of stuff like that. Silicone, titanium, stuff like, so that's the stuff that's kind of hard to come by. So you want to get it if you can. That's only got plastic too, so I don't think I'm going to bother with it right now. I'm going to have to quit here right shortly though, because not only am I running out of electric, but I'm starting to walk really slow. Because I got all that stuff on me from when I was going to fix all this. Okay. Alright, I'm going to run back. Go back up and got some of it done down here at least anyways. I might even take the elevator this time because I'm pretty heavy to be walking. Or climbing the stairs, I mean. Now, this is the one I do believe that you have to watch. Because it won't stop you. Yeah, see, it didn't stop me, so. I just, like I said, I'll just get off it. And then I'll call the elevator and it stays there. So. What I'll do is I'll just look for the floor when I'm looking at the side. And I'm holding my mouse cursor on the stop button. So that way when I get to it, I can just hit my stop, and it don't matter if you go by it or whatever, you can still jump off it. And then just call it, and it'll come right down to you. Alright, let's get all this trash out. Batteries out of here, I guess. I don't need any of them. Right now, anyway. Oh, I forgot what I was originally doing, too. I was originally going up to fix that thing. Got a little sidetracked here. But I know I'm going to need plastic for it, so I might as well grab this plastic first. Because that's, like I said earlier, that's pretty much in everything you do, so. Alright. Run over here and give myself some juice, and then I'll run up there and see if I can get up there. I think if I'm not mistaken, it took me probably 2 or 3 times last time to get up there. Or more even, maybe. It is a pain in the ass. Or, oops, whoops. It is a pain, I mean. To get up on that one. Okay. Now it's on that building over there. But yeah, see how all these are in the sun? So that's drawing me a lot of juice. So if I happen to be building like humans during the day, it'll probably just run off in that. I won't even have to use the battery at all. So it'll probably just strictly run off, and the solar panels will shoot enough energy down there. All right, let's see if I can do this. Whoa. Because when you get up here a little ways, it gets to be, it's tricky. So, not this. This is kind of tricky, but this isn't what I was talking about. So, all right, I'm gonna see if I can make this one, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the one I fell off from before. So we'll see if I can make it this time. There we go. All right, now here, you walk across, I think, and then I go slow. I know I'm going very slow. I'm not very good at this kind of stuff, so I don't want to fall. I don't want to keep falling while I'm trying to show you guys here. Okay, I might be almost there. Am I? Oh no, I'm not. Okay. Now see, you got to turn around. You got to jump this way now, because you can't make it there. There's no platform. So now this is the tricky part, because you got to get from here to there, and then you got to go from there over to that platform. This here, I think, if I'm not mistaken here, is just a regular jump. Don't speed jump. Just run and get to the edge and just regular jump. Yes, see? And then hold your speed button and then go forward on this one and then just jump. And you'll make it. There we go. And now where do I go here? Okay, up there again. But see what I mean? It gets kind of tricky when you're up here. You only leave you a little bit of room here, and it's not a whole heck of a lot of area for you to do anything here. So now this one, you got to jump up to that one. So this is a little trickier one here, because you're going up instead of the other ones. Usually like more right here. So there we go. Okay, and then once you get up here, you can go around here. The first thing I do is hit that. So that way I know. Sorry, I just stopped there because that ladder was going down. That way I know I can get back up here if I do happen to, something happens to me, or I fall, or I don't have what I need to fix this or whatever. Which I do. It's only iron, copper, and plastic. So there. That's done. Alright. Now I can just go around, push E, get on the ladder, and see I can go all the way back down, clear to the bottom now, just on this ladder. I don't have to take any of them steps or any of that now. Same thing. Well, it takes you to there, and then you got to go down this one, I guess. But you can go down ladders, is what I mean. Oh, geez, I didn't. No, that one ended. How did that not go all the way down? I missed a ladder somewhere, must be. I think I missed a... Wonder if I can just jump down to that if it would hurt me. We'll find out. Not bad. Not bad at all. There we go. That's alright. I don't need to go back up there anyways. But there's another ladder here I missed someplace. That I should have looked for, I guess, on my way up, I'm assuming. That is for the second half down here. Because I got off like right up in there somewhere with that ladder that I let down. So, alright. Time to get down here, and I think that's all the... Okay. Now I just got to activate this. Flip that switch. And there we go.
Coordinates have been received.
Now, if I can I get on this? Yes. Now I can show you that. See, this is the first Beacon 49 that you open. That opened this purple circle right here. Now, when we just done that for this one, for the Lazarus, that opened. Let me zoom out just a little bit here. That opened this circle here. So, opened all these new areas up to us. So, that's what these do. All your beacons, that's what they'll do. Whenever they show up, you'll want to do it because it opens up a big circle and opens up new areas for you to go explore. Like here, see that one down there? It opened up that one, so I'm assuming that's our next one. And once you open up that, it'll probably open a big circle up right here. And it'll just keep doing that. So, but I think there's only 5 maybe, or 4 or 5 beacons that you open up for areas. So now my quest is, I gotta repair one of the Lazarus racks and then power up the required Lazarus racks. So I gotta repair it and then put power to it. So that's my next quest, which, if I'm not mistaken, them Lazarus racks take a lot of materials in order to fix them. I'll run down there right now and just check it out. I have kind of showed you majority of what to do here, other than like the seeds and stuff like that. But the seeds have not opened to me yet. I don't know if this is going to do it if I fix one of these, or... Okay, see what all that it needs? It's like 10 glass and 10 rubber and 5 titanium and 5 carbon fiber. 20 plastic, 15 iron. So it takes quite a bit to do one of these. So I need 10 glass, 10 rubber, 5 titanium, and 5 carbon fiber. So I gotta run over here, see about all that kind of stuff, and see if I even have any. I should have. Alright, I'm just gonna take stuff. I don't need quite that much glass, but alright. And then I got carbon fiber, so I'll just take it as well. Titanium, I'll take it as well. And now I forgot what the last one was. Carbon fiber, titanium, rubber, and was it fabric? I'll take fabric. And then I'll take Silicone. Let's see. It must have been one of those. Ooh, man. I'm super heavy now. But I think this is the one I'm going to open right here first. So it just makes sense because it's right straight out in front of where I am and everything. So, yep, I got enough, whatever it was. All right, there we go. Now they want me to power it. So I can take either, well, this one's way closer. So I can take this, and I'll run it right over here, and I'm going to put me up a thing right here. Hook it in, hook it right there, run it over there, hook it up. Done. It's powered. Now I just got to go turn the power on for it to probably count, which is right here.
The Lazarus rack is ready once more.
There we go.
You've rebuilt more than machinery, Caretaker. You've rekindled humanity's future. Now the seeds of our survival can grow again. Our survival depends on the locating a seed vault. These crumbling chambers hold humanity's last secret. It safeguards the precious human seeds.
Alright, so see, that opened up a new Echoes in the Grave and Seeds of the Future. That opened up a new quest for me. And up in the corner, if you can see that, it says explore the submerged Norfolk grave. So I'll cover the secrets of the seed vault. And then Seeds of the Future is locate the seed vault. Retrieve human seeds and transport it back to the Hall of Humanity, which is Hall of Humanity is where we're at right now. So we got to go to Norfolk Grave, go down in there and unlock something, and it'll open a seed vault for us. And then you can go get seeds and come back here, and you will, well, by then you got to have it ready, but you got to have water here and then power. But you'll set it right in here, and then you'll start by this screen right here. So it'll tell you what to do on doing a human, but I'm going to get everything set up first before I do that. I want to get me a food processor going. I want to get me some food going, all that kind of stuff like that, because up until this point, you don't find much of it like looting. You don't find a whole lot of food or anything like that, so you don't have much. So I just set everything up, and then I start my food processor while I'm doing the rest of this, like doing the pumps, hooking all them up, all that kind of stuff. I'll have this food processor going during that whole time, you know, and I have making food. And if you didn't know, let me see if I even have anything up here at all. No, well, this is food right here, by the way. It's high fat, and then you got a mind surge. But that's a whole nother. Let me see if I have any in my inventory then. No, I must have took everything down to the boat, or it's upstairs, one of the two. I was just going to show you, because there's things called memories. And those are what you'll need, this food plus memories just to make a human. So that's most of the time what I had problems with was not ever the food, which is some of the people, they said that's what they had problems with. Mine was always memories. Not having enough memories to get what I needed for the human I wanted to build. So you only have so much. I'm going to run up just to see if I have one. I just want to show you real quick what they are. They're like teddy bears, and there'll be things like crayons, and drawings and blueprints of the Eiffel Tower. It's just all kinds of stuff like that. And I'll show you what they, if I have any up here at all. I know I have some on the boat, but see if I have any in here at all. Yeah, see right here. This right here is a, what they would call a memory. See, it's got, if you see that, it's got logic is 8 and discipline is 2. And they each have something different, no matter what one you grab. So, unless it's the same, exactly same one. But here's the blueprint for the Eiffel Tower that I was telling you about. That has adaptability 10 and logic 5. So those are some of the things that it's going to require for you to build a human. It's going to be, there's going to be like 3, 4, 5 things that you got to have, and one will be adaptability, logic, patience, discipline, like this one has. You know, there's different things for different humans that you want to build. So make sure if you ever see those when you're out and about, you pick them up, which it'll just pick up like you pick up stuff when you push E. It'll just automatically pick it up. So make sure you have that kind of stuff like that before you start any humans, because if you don't have any, your humans are not going to have what it needs to build. I mean, it'll still build. It's just not going to be obviously not going to be a very good human that you built, but you can still build one. That's totally up to you what kind of human you throw up, but now I'm just thinking, if there's anything else that I did not show you, other than running water, and that's pretty straightforward. It's just, you know, when I was down there running my electric down here, downstairs there, you just follow it all the way, well, I do, follow it all the way around with the water lines, and I run it up right where I run the electric. I just follow it right up and run it all the way around, and then I'll hook it up to the thing, and then I'll also make a food processor while I'm down there and get it rolling. Because I'm not sure if they changed it or not, but the food processor only works if you're in this vicinity. If you have it full of food and you take off and go somewhere else, I think it quits working. So if you set one up now, if I set one up right here, right now, excuse me, while I was down there doing all my water and running it all up here and running it, like I said, all the way around inside here, while I'm doing all that, it will be making food for me. So that's, I think, what I'm going to do, and see if I have enough stuff to build one. So, which is right here, food processor. And I'm just going to add all missing parts, so that makes it that much easier. And then I'll set it up over here real quick and just... Okay, build. Food processor, where is it? Where are you? There you are. Build. This is a pretty good sized machine, so... But I don't know if you can see that. If you see right there on the right of it, on that little square box, there's 2 little rings there. There's 2 little protruding circles there. That's your electric and your water. That's what's got to be hooked up to it. So I'm going to set mine just about like... Actually, I'm going to go a little bit further because I want to set another box behind it. So there. I'm going to set mine about right there. Okay, and now... It built because it took right out of there, and I had enough stuff evidently, so took right out of there and built. So once it gets built, I'm gonna hook right here, and I'm gonna put a cable extender right here, and I'm gonna hook it up, and then all I have to do is wait for water. Once the water's here, I can start making food, throw a whole bunch of food in it. But with the new update, there is something new that they... Whoa, that was a lag spike there. Actually, I think I'm going to set this off to the side just a little bit because I got to put a water one here too, so... Oh, crap. I don't have one. I don't have enough to build one of those. I probably used it all on redoing that Lazarus rack. But I'll show you right here the thing I was just getting ready to tell you about. If you go under skills here, this right here, this is something new in their newest update. It's called the Soil Forge. It says produces food materials from bio, which is that stuff that I was telling you about that you get from the bugs. But if you look, there is another one. Where is that one at? Oh, it's way down here. And this one is the same thing. It produces food materials from bio at a faster rate. Also produces methane. So, but you can't get that until, I don't know, it's level probably 21 or something like that. So what I'm going to do is unlock this one and I'm going to build this. Because this, I don't think, because you used to be able to do it in this right here. You would open it up, push E like you were going to throw scrap in it. And you used to be able to throw these in it, right here. That. But I don't think you can anymore. I don't think it does anything. I'll test it right now. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't do anything anymore. Actually, it does look like it. No, see, it spit it right back out. So now it's just the way it was when it went in. So you can't do it in here anymore. So they're making you use that machine that they... So I'm going to build one. And I'm going to build mine over here on this side of this machine. And I'll just show you like the size of it and stuff because I don't have everything built. I didn't go over there and add all missing parts to it or nothing. But this one, I'm going to put like right here, even with this. And this is going to have electric as well. And I also think, if I'm not, actually, I think I'm just going to go right out here with it. Because I'm not sure what all it's going to need. And I don't want it to be in behind that one. So. And there's a little trick I know about this one too. If I get it built before I get off here. Let me go see if I have the stuff to build it. I don't think I probably do, but let's see. Where is it? Where is it? I know I just skimmed right over it. There it is. All right. Add all missing parts. I wonder what I'm missing. I'm missing something because it's not lit up. See how these are lit up? This isn't lit, it's lit up, so I'm missing something. It's right here. Alloy frames is what I'm missing. Which, actually, man, I probably got some of them upstairs. But, just in case I get off, what I normally do is I'll just grab this box and I'll show you. I'll just grab a hold of it if it'll let me here. There we go. Because this, I'll set it over here for a second. When it's set up, you feed it from right here. And it'll shoot out right here. And when it shoots out, it shoots a long ways. It just shoots them way over there. Just keeps shooting them, one right after another. So if you don't want to have to run all over the countryside to pick them up, what I do is I set this like right there. It don't even have to be built there or nothing, so it stays. And then I'll build another one, and I'll set on top of it. And that will hit it, and it'll knock it down, and everything will be right here. You can just pick it all up by holding E, and pick it and put it right in these crates. And when you put it in these crates, this will use it. So it works really good all the way around. So. Because if you don't, this will shoot it way over here, and you're going to be over there just gathering stuff all over the place all the time. Instead of just holding E right here, and it'll be done. So, it's just a little little thing I learned when I was doing it. I was trying to figure out, what can I put there? How can I stop that from doing that? Spraying it all over the place because every once in a while one would bounce, and I mean you'd get them way over here. So you'd have to go over here and pick them up, and then you'd have to go here pick them up, and then some right here pick them up. And it was getting to be a pain, so I was trying to figure out what I could do to stop that. So I just stacked up two of these, and then this spit out, hit this, dropped right here, worked out perfect. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So worked out good. Other than this is see the hookups right here are on the front. So I'll just bring my thing right in here and stop, and then another cable extender right here and just hook them up. I don't know which is which, but so, and that will give you the stuff you need to make food. So, like I was saying about the bugs, kill all the bugs you can and pick up everything that they drop. You will need it. And don't use it all on diesel fuel to drive your boat. Just I guess you just have to kind of suffer like along with me, and it'll be a little bit slow just running on electric. But I do have diesel. My tank is full. I just don't use it unless I absolutely have to. Like if I'm going from here somewhere's a long ways away, I'm going to use it because I don't want to take forever to get there. But if I'm just going from like one quest to the next quest and it's really close, it's within a couple 3 miles or kilometers, I'll just go on my electric and I'll just piddle around on my boat while I'm going over there. That's all. So, okay, so I figured I'd bring you back for the end of this video here and show you some of the stuff that I built. Like I told you in the other part of the video here, I built the food machine and see how it's got water to it now and everything, and there's the juice that runs to it, the electric. And this is the other thing I was telling you that I was showing you when it was red. I didn't have it built at the time, but it's the other food processor thing, and it's hooked up to electric, obviously, and then it's got water to it also. But this is what I was telling you about right here, is to stack these up too, and then it just hit it and drop it right here, and then you can just move right over here and put them right in here, and that's how it comes out right there. That's what it comes out as, and that's what you need over there when you build food in here in this machine, like this right here. So I'll go into my inventory so you can see that, but that's what it comes out as right there. So, and until you get like higher in some of your in your skills, you can't unlock all the real super good foods and all that kind of stuff. So, but I did run the water from downstairs, obviously, because it was there. But I ran it right here, and then I just went right here and went over to these two machines. But this is going to go around. I just haven't done it yet. I've been really grinding, so I didn't want to do too much stuff and get too far ahead. And it takes a long time at that. But I'll go down and show you how I got this all hooked up down here now. I haven't got a water, I got a water container built. It's the blueprint is there, like see it's red, but it ain't built yet. So I'm just pumping directly from the pump itself, the saltwater pump. And I did fix this, and I pumped it into that, and then I pumped it out of here into this. But this is all going to be just, see I got it on equalize, and it's just going to pump over here when it's not. Even this should go and fill these even when it's not doing anything upstairs. So then these will be full. Then it'll draw from these because I got to hook these up to here going in for the input, and then the output I'll probably run a whole line right here close, like on that yellow line maybe, all the way over here, and then attach it right in right here where it goes upstairs. So So this basically will fill them. We'll fill them all. And then I'll have another one right here that'll bring it back and send it upstairs when needed. So, and there's all my electric to everything. I just set these up because I know I'm going to have another water purifier there, and I'm going to have another water purifier down here. So I just got them set up and got them done and over with. And I got them all set up to all three of these because I know I'm going to at least use 3 of these pumps. So I just set them up to all those. And then I just ran the electric on one side and the water on the other all the way down and up there. So, and then I'll run up. I think that's pretty much all I done here, which it's not, all I done. That was quite a bit. I mean, took me a lot of grinding, but that's what it's all about. So I don't think I did anything else up here that I can see. So I'm going to run across here. And I'm going down to the boat because I did a few things to my boat that I just want to show you before I end the video here. As you can probably tell right off the get-go, I opened up the Lumimaxes. Of course it's storming, so you can't hear nothing. I opened up the Lumimaxes. I replaced, because if you remember right, I had 4 of the Lumi mids here. So I just took all those down and I replaced it with 3 on each side of the Lumimaxes. And then I replaced those up there too. There was only 2 Lumimaxes up there. Now there's 2 Lumi mids. Now there's 2 Lumimaxes up there. So, and I got more than enough power. These are completely full. All my batteries are completely full. So, and I did finally top my diesel engine off with all its cylinders now, if I ever want to use it. But here's what I did in here. Also, I put up the big boxes like I was going to begin with, and I color coded them. So it's hard to find the exact color, but I just kind of get in the ballpark, because after you come in here so many times and start putting stuff in there, you kind of remember it. So I just wanted a ballpark of, say, like this one here is, I can't even remember what it's supposed to be in there, but this one here is fabric. It's orange, so I just did orange, so on and so forth. Everything is kind of in the general ballpark of what color it's supposed to be. And that one obviously doesn't have anything in it, so I just didn't color it or nothing. But if you do each, I think if you do each kind of these things here, what are the material? I think altogether there's 14. So, and I have mine all individual. They each have their own thing. Like here is iron. This one's I know what this, remember what this is now. It's plastic, which I don't have any because I've been using it like crazy. That's rubber. That's fabric. And this over here, because of the reason, whoops, you can see it's a white color, which I think I just kind of left it. But it's because it's silicone and it's white. So I just left it. So the ones that are white, and this one's the same way. It's the aluminum, so it's not like they have a color that's called aluminum. So I just did it kind of like a tinge of blue like. So, but I put them on separate sides so that way I don't get them confused. And this I think is gold. Yeah, see, that one's gold. That one there is the polyurethane, and that one there is the titanium. That one there I think is, yeah, gold. So, but if you do each individual, it's 14. So, and then I put just an extra few. And then these over here I got over to by this for extra stuff, like, because every once in a while this thing builds extras for some reason. Not quite this many. I tore down a bunch of stuff and all that kind of stuff. That's where I got all this stuff from. But this is like connector ports and all that kind of stuff that you, when you tear down stuff, storage cylinders and all that. All three of those are them. So that way, if I come over here and I go to build something, if I have something that it uses up here, I can just do like what? I can just do all missing parts instead of having to do the full. Say I want to build one of these Lumi mids. Nope, can't do that. Okay, see this one. I add all missing parts because see all of what I need to build this, I have because it's all green. If you see it over here on the right hand side of the screen. So I have everything to build one of them Lumi mids. And that's why I leave it here. Just so I know if I have something there, it's gonna add it, and I'm just gonna add missing parts. So but yeah, that's pretty much what I done when I was off, and now I'm just gonna grind and try to get everything completely done. And then I'm probably gonna head to my next mission and go see about the Norfolk grave, which is right over there. You can see it on my screen, all lit up. So go over there and it'll unlock a seed place for me when I get down there, and I'll do another video on it when I get there, but I'm gonna stay here until I get everything here squared away, because I don't want to go there, get seeds, and come back and then have to do everything while I have the seeds. So that's what I'm going to do, and this is pretty much your Lazarus right here. So actually that would probably be a good video picture. But yeah, so I'll catch you guys later, and if you liked the, hope you liked the video, and if you did, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you like this kind of content and stuff. If so, I'll do more. And you guys have a great day.